Hello and welcome. This is Tanya Brown, your spiritual business coach, and today I want to talk to you about something I really love, manifestation. How to do it and how to get started. Uh, One of the things that I love about manifestation is once you realize how easy it is, the more you want to do it. I remember the first time I realized that I could do this was, and actually I think I shared the video with you. It was back in grade school when I was trying to get an A or a better grade on in algebra, and just the after achieving my goal, and I remember thinking, God, that was easy. What else could I do? Like I literally felt like a mad hatter or like a scientist going, all these other things I could do. And then I forgot. Like literally, this was back in junior high. I just kind of forgot about it. And until that book, The Secret, came out, and then everybody was saying, oh, wait, didn't we do this, but we didn't call it The Secret? But that just kind of made me think of what my manifestation process is. I was never a big fan of the vision board because it always felt like people were just kind of putting stuff on a board and expecting the universe to bring you the things you desired and just putting that and planting and moving on. And I knew that it wasn't that rudimentary. It wasn't that simplistic. I knew it was easy, but I knew it wasn't that simplistic. And I started to think back, well, how did I bring the things into my life that I wanted? And I'll use my condo as an example. I remembered when I decided that I wanted to buy something. I mean, I knew for the longest time I wanted to buy something, and it was a matter of where, and what have you. And I started to think about just what my apartment was going to look like, but I had no vision of it. Like I, knew the normal, like how much square footage I wanted, how much I could afford. I didn't know what area of town I wanted to move into. I love the town I'm in. Some streets are better than others, but it was overall, I don't want to say perfect, but my town, I feel like it's very much Mayberry-ish with very nice neighbors, very much of community. That's why I mean it's very Mayberry. I mean, just a case in point, when I first moved to my town, I remembered purchasing eyeglasses on a business trip because of the state I was in. They gave me a discount because I worked with one of the major companies in the town. It was like one of those type of deals, So by my working with one of the major companies in that town, I was contributing to the town's income. So if you could prove that, you got a discount. And I was like, oh, that's great. And I was in the mall, just burning time, as you do on a business trip when the meeting's over and you're going back to the hotel. So I ended up buying some glasses, and I remembered thinking, because they said they were going to be mailed how many days. And I remember like, God, it's been a week. I should call. And because I'm always late with picking up my dry cleaning, I picked up my dry cleaning, for me, like a week later. A week later is normal from when I drop it off. Where they say it's going to be ready like a couple days or whatever, I picked it up a week after whatever date they told me it was going to be ready. So when I did go to pick it up, my dry cleaning company that was so amazing said, oh, by the way, we have a package for you. They dropped it off. I had no idea. They signed for packages for the neighbors. So when, the Federal Express or DHS or whatever came to her to drop off her things, she was like, oh, who else do you have, of maybe my customers? So I was thinking, that's why I'm like, there's so Mayberry-esque, so nice. But back to my story about the condo. So I looked at many condos and, stuff didn't work for whatever reason. And I remembered thinking, you know what, I'm going to take a break. And even though I said I was going to take a break, I saw there was going to be an open house of a condo that looked like something I'd be interested in. So I thought, let me take a look at this on the weekend during the open house, just for future reference. Matter of fact, I wasn't even thinking that this was going to be anything. And I remembered going to the condo and standing in the walk-in closet. That was the selling feature, the walk-in closet. I walked in the closet and I saw my furniture, I saw my clothes on the shelves. And from that, I knew this apartment was mine. So throughout the process, and again, I know I'm psychic and clairvoyant, so you're saying, well, you saw it. Yes, but throughout this entire process, I knew that the apartment was going to be mine. Now, here's the thing. Mercury in retrograde was happening during my entire mortgage process, during the months. I had no idea until afterwards. So I'm not sure on why things were not happening. And by not happening, if I emailed like, paperwork, it would be lost. It was email. It wasn't like, slow mail or regular, postal mail where it can be lost, it can be delayed. No, it was an email. So I was continually emailing things because they couldn't find them, which was incredibly odd. But then when I discovered Mercury was in retrograde, and I discovered it as it was over, and I literally, when Mercury was retrograde was over, I got a link saying, oh, your closing date. So, but my point is I was very confident that this was going to come to fruition. But sorry, so getting back to the manifestation, the keys to getting manifesting the things you desire is getting clear on the things that you want. Thing is, so many people say they want all the things, but they're not clear on what it is they want. Focus on one thing at a time. And with that one thing, get very specific. What does that one thing look like? How do you feel when this thing happens? Focus on how you see yourself. And going back to the condo, I know it sounded very long-winded, but bear with me. I saw myself in that condo. And again, I'm psychic and clairvoyant. You could probably say, oh, okay, well, she saw herself. Of course, it's going to happen. But same thing. This is something that you, as just everyday human beings, do. You see yourself in that thing. It's like an outfit, trying it on. If you could look and see yourself wearing that, doing that, some people can't. And that's the glitch when it comes to manifestation, because they want all the things, but they can't see themselves doing that. Like I actually went through this a couple of weeks ago, and it was just opening up my calendar because I didn't think I had more space. I didn't. I mean, if you see my calendar, I'm a bit of an overachiever. I do a lot, but I like doing that. And I didn't think I had any more space. And I took a fresh look at my calendar, and I was like, I got that time. I could do that. And I saw myself doing the thing that I wanted to do and finding the time to do it. But the thing is, if you could see it, if you could see yourself in that spot, if you can envision yourself there, you're halfway there. So many of us desire certain things and say that never going to happen to me. That's never going to happen. I had that happen, and I'm using myself as an example because we all are that person. Sometimes the thing that you didn't think was possible is possible when you do it. Case in point, so many things in your life that you in the past would probably say, and I'm wearing this t-shirt that says lucky for a reason. I'm going to go back to what I was going to say before again, but so many people say, oh God, you're so lucky. Luck is just a figment of the imagination, because the energy and the effort that you put in to make yourself lucky is not what luck is all about. Luck is random. You're putting the energy and effort into the work. That's not luck. That's hard work and determination. That's effort. I was just reading about the guy who did the Dyson vacuum cleaner. He had like 1,000 or 2,000 fails. And he was basically like, this wasn't lucky. This was a bloody hard work. Blood, sweat, and tears went into creating this. It was a matter of just a lot of effort and fumbles and mistakes until he came up with the perfect thing. So that's the thing. Going back to the manifestation, so many of you cannot see yourself in the thing that you want to be, that you kind of stop yourself from actually being that person. So, and in certain instances, you are like not a cheerleader for your own team. So when I say going back to manifestation, making sure that you can visualize yourself in that spot. I'll give you a good example. And I may have used this before, but this is like my favorite one to use because it worked for me in a time that I needed it to work for me. I had a period of time that I was just freelancing. I would say it was 2 or 3 years where I literally I was burnt out from my job, and I was just freelancing for 3 years. And that made me just kind of fall in love with working again because I love working. I am not I'm not a lazy person. I love doing nothing at the times that I vacation, but I love hitting the ground running. So when I hit a wall and I just needed to retool, realign, regroup, freelancing was great for me. But the thing about freelancing is your next job is not guaranteed. So this is where a lot of manifestation came through for me. My contracts were getting close to the expirations, I would envision, where do I see my going next? And it was never about a company. It was about what the company entailed. What type of culture did they have? What type of people were I going to be working amongst? Down to the flowers that are going to be in the lobby. I envisioned down to, these are going to be fun-loving people that we would go to happy hour on Thursday and Friday. People who would become my friends. People who were jovial, had good temperaments. People that I would enjoy being around. The flowers in the lobby would be just beautiful and amazing. And I would even want to get the card of the florist. And actually, that's a true story. That was the things that were going through my head as I was manifesting my next job. And I'll never forget when I walked in for the interview for this the company that I ended up working for. It was just exactly like what I asked for, down to the flowers. The flowers were ridiculously expensive after I got the number for the florist, but they were beautiful for the company. I couldn't personally afford them at the time, but actually it inspired me to go to the flower market, the wholesale flower market, which was close by, and create my own vision, so to speak. But my point is, it's about envisioning what you desire and bringing that to you. But if you can't see yourself in that frame, then it's not going to happen. Now, before we go off, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share a comment with me about how this resonated with you. Were there any things that you're working on manifesting in your life, and how's that working for you? And what issues are you having when it comes to manifestation, and what could you use more help with? Because I want to delve more into this in the future. And also, don't forget to check out the content in the below in the description of the video, because it gives you a link if you want to work with me, how to sign up for a session. Also, doing a free call to kind of determine what your needs are and how we could work together. Because there's so many people who want to work with me, and there's so many ways we can work together. I have a 90-day program, which is one-on-one mentoring. I also have a VIP day, which is awesome. And also, I am working on a coaching program that I can't wait to unveil. And for that program, there is a link below. You sign up for, you get a free copy of my ebook. And by you doing that, that puts you on the list to be alerted when the group coaching goes live, because I'm going to be offering it at a discount for those people who are on my mailing list. So you're going to want to be on that list for that. So that is all. I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for subscribing and hitting the thumbs up button, because that just shares the love. And that's it. Take care. See you around for the next video.